What's up, y'all? What's up, my people? I'm at work. As you can see, I got on my work gear. Got on my work gear for the day. I just had some on my heart that I thought I'd share with the people. I just had some on my heart that I thought I'd share with the people. You know, I I just got some on my heart, man, and it's been there for a while, and I want to find the right words to word it, deliver this message. Like when you got somebody, like when you're in a relationship or you got kids or any relationships that you got, whether it's a friendship or whatever, but in particular a relationship, because that's the part of it that's weighing on my heart the most, the relationship. You always want to spend that quality time with your significant other. So if you got a woman, you always want to spend that time with that woman. I mean, because you can't get that time back with that woman, especially if you love that woman. This message is for those people that really, 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 truly love that significant other and like really ride for that significant other, like loyal and faithful and all that. Like really riding for their significant other. This message is for those. Like always spend that quality time, because you can never get that quality time back. With that significant other. So like it's a lot of, and I say that to say this because it's a lot of dudes out here, they ripping and running. I mean, a lot of honest dudes. I mean, whether they getting it out the mud or they doing it legit, they so focus on the plan, so focus on the goal, they so focus on the plan, and they so focus on putting a queen in that castle. I mean, they so focus on putting a queen in that castle, so focus on building, that they lose focus of their actual queen that they building the castle for. If that makes any sense. Like a man could get so tired in his work, so tired in building for his queen, and his world revolves around her, but he gets so tied into building the castle for his queen that he forget to spend that quality time with his queen. Does that make any sense? It makes sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to y'all, but it makes sense to me. I mean, the king, he gets so tied up into building the castle for his queen that he forget about the queen, because he gets so tied up into building the castle. So not that he does it on purpose, is that, and not that he does it on purpose, but he's so focused on building the castle for his queen that he doesn't fall out of love with the queen. But on the outside, from the outside looking in, it looks more like it becomes like a materialistic relationship. I mean, for lack of words, it becomes a materialistic relationship, because you so focused on, I want to build this castle for my queen. So you building the castle, you get the house, you get the cars, you get the lifestyle, but you're not spending that quality time with the queen. So you're not touching her, you're not kissing her. When the last time you looked at her? Like you've been in a long relationship. When the last time you looked at her with that lustful, I mean, that look that you used to give her, like when y'all first met, like that look that just tell you, like, I tell you down right now, like when you're in a long relationship, like those things fade. That touch you used to give her, that look you used to give her, the way you used to do this, the way you used to do that, like those things fade when you so when you get so tied into your work, you know what I mean, so tied into building that castle, you forget about those things you was doing when you first, you know what I mean, my fault, that was an incoming call. You forget about those things that you did to sweep off her feet in the first place. You know, if it makes any sense. You know. So you wanna do those things. You wanna do those things. Like it ain't all about the money. It's not all about the money, man. Don't. I mean, be about your hustle. Be about your business. If you a dude, be about your business. Be about your hustle. But if you got a queen and you really really love that queen, you really 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 want to build with her, make time for your special one, for real, man. Because if you don't make that time, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it. Take my word for it. You're gonna regret it. If it's a woman that you really really love, though, that you really invest in that quality time, you invest in that time. I mean, you invest in money, you invest in everything. If you don't continue to do those things and make that time for that woman, dude. The work ain't that important. Like, I understand you got to get up out the hood, you got to get up out this struggle. I mean, the 9 to 5 ain't cut. I understand all that, but don't be working all that overtime and constantly making money, or building on a financial level. Don't make that the main goal. Love your woman. Love her. Love her. Love her soul. Love her till she can't take no more. And don't forget to do it. Always do it. You know, always do those things. You know, always make time for your woman. Always. And I ain't talking about no little time. I'm talking about a day or two. I mean, just for her. I mean, it goes a long way. You know. But that's what's been weighing on. That's what's been weighing on my heart, man. And like another key point that I want to make. Another key point. Let me let this car pass by real quick. Another key point, man. This, for like I say, this vid is for those real ones out there that's really really down for their woman, that's holding their woman down, and really really down for their woman. And it ain't about no other chick, you know. Fuck another bitch. It's all about my goddess. If it ain't about my woman, it ain't about no woman. You did. But I want to say this: when you building, for those dudes that's building, when you building, I came up with this conclusion, right? Because I have done it before in the past, you know. But I'm not my past, you know what I mean? But I came up with this conclusion, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this is just my conclusion. When you building with a woman, right? When you building with a woman, you building. And like, I believe that a lot of dudes step out. I have stepped out in the past, but like I say, I'm not my past. That was a long time ago. And I believe this is the same mistake that I made. But a lot of dudes be building with a woman, right? So you get a woman and you start building with her. And you building. And most dudes get sidetracked by other women, you know what I mean? And definitely get to stepping out. They definitely get to stepping out and shit. And it's not that they don't love the woman, especially for those ones like myself. It's not that they don't love the woman. They get blindsided, really. They get blindsided because they focus on building with the woman. So when they building with that woman, they also look at the woman as work too. So when they working at a job, and then they come home, they look at the woman as work too. That's why a lot of dudes really don't be having the energy and shit like that when they come home from work, because they've been building with this woman, and then they've been going out to the streets hustling and building and grinding. So when they leave the house, they building. When they come back to the house, they feel like they building too. So they under a lot of pressure. I mean, like I say, this is just a conclusion. Correct me if I'm wrong. But most dudes that's building with a woman, they look at the woman as work too. So that's why a lot of women complain about the dudes that work hard, because they say you never have enough time. I mean, and then the saying goes, if you really love a person, you will make time for the person. Both statements are true. But with the dudes, we go out here and build in the streets, and then we come back home and build with the woman that we building with. You looking at both as work. So you really not going to have that energy or have that excitement with the woman that you love, because you so exhausted from building out in the streets when you went to work, and then you come back home and you building with your queen. So it looks like work, and it's not work. You know, it's a thin line. It's a thin line, but it's not work. You know what I mean? You building your castle with your queen, and building outside the house, bringing resources in, is not the same thing as building with your queen. So I believe a lot of dudes get blindsided by that and get sidetracked by that, and that's when they get to stepping out and shit. I mean, that's what happened. That's how I feel. That's how I feel what happened to me in the past, because I was focused on building with a woman, and then I was going out there building in the street. So when I went to work, when I left the house and I went to work, it felt like I was still coming home and still working, because I'm building with this woman. So I'm like, we gotta build, we gotta do this, so it still feel like work. So therefore the fun fades, the spice fades, because you're not trying to put that, you don't have the, you're not putting forth that same effort anymore, because it's too tiring. It becomes draining mentally. So that's why I used to step out, because it was like, okay, I leave the house, work, come back, work, because I'm building. When I'm at the crib, I'm building when I leave the crib. But it ain't that way. You got to change the mentality. It's not like that. You know? And that's why I say don't make work a number one priority, not over your queen. You know what I mean? Money is not more important than your queen. I understand that you got to get money and you got to build and stuff like that, but don't never make money more important than your woman. Don't make money more important than your woman. Don't make money more important than anybody you love. Your kids, your grandma, your dad, your mom. Don't make money more important or work more important than any motherfucking body that you love. Work ain't more important. Money ain't more important than your mama, your daddy, your grandma, your sister, your brother, your love. You know. But change that perception on that. Change your perception on that. Like, don't confuse building with your woman with building like building with the outside work and bringing the resources home. If you get what I'm saying, because it takes that fun and that spice out of the relationship. You know, because you always want to have fun with your woman. Always look for new ways to please your woman. Always have fun and always make time. You know what I mean? Always look for new, exciting things to do with your woman. Just don't be in a dull, boring ass relationship. Spice that shit up. Do some new shit. You know, do some new shit. Spice that shit up. You know, but the moral of the story is this. Now, then I'm gonna let y'all go. The moral of the story is this. Don't look at your relationship On a building, note, don't look at your relationship as work. Don't never look at your relationship like as work, because when you go to work, when you leave the house and then you come back home, you gonna still feel like you at work. Even though it's a different type of work, you still gonna feel like you at work. So that's taking a lot of your mental juices, a lot of your stamina, like a lot of that shit is already spent when you get home. And then you feel like when you build in your relationship, that's work. Yeah, it's work, but not as in work, like strenuous work. Back, you know what I mean? Like it ain't, like don't look at building that home, building with your woman, and building that and bringing those outside resources into building your life as the same thing. Like have fun with your woman. Always have fun with your woman. Always make time for your woman. Always look for new, exciting things to do with your woman. But don't get that confused, fellas. It is specifically for the fellas. Don't get that confused. Treat your woman with the utmost respect and put her up on a pedestal. And never put time. Never put work. Never put work above your woman. Never put the dollar above your fucking woman. I will never put the dollar above my goddess. Hey. But that's the moral of the story. The fellas get so tied into building the castle for the queen that they forget about the queen. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. And I just thought about that, because I was going through the same thing. Thank God that thank God that I missed that hole. I almost fell in that hole. But I had got so tied into building the castle for my queen that I almost forgot about the queen. You know what I mean? Like, because I was so busy on building that I forgot about the queen that I was building the fucking castle for. So you have to still do those special things and still put that time. You can't never get that time back with your queen. Always make that time for your queen and do those special things and try new exciting things in the bedroom and outside the bedroom. And I'm out.